to win this game.
To Andy Harper and Ben Homer.
Thank you, Adam. And for the first time in 10 years, the Newcastle Jets get their chance to take it to Asia. And while their current season may not be following the same script as the previous, the opportunity in the ACL allows the Jets to take their mind off the A-League and start anew fresh. When Raw in 2018, it's a side from Indonesia who arrive in Australia, and Persija Jakarta. Two sides with a point to prove in Newcastle. Two sides back from the Asian Champions League wilderness and straight into the heat in the Hunter region. No doubt will have an impact on players tonight. Let's check the teams. Coach Ernie Champions League campaign was actually his last match with Melbourne, victory back in 2011. That night victory went down. So we get underway at Newcastle Stadium in the preliminary round 2 of the Asian Champions League. And Andy Harper, good evening to you. It's great to have the ACL back on our shores. Came Sofyan. He is so dangerous, short in stature, but speedy, and he's got plenty of guile. We just saw it right then.
Yeah, very sharp across the ground. Good opening possession for him. Opportunity. The feel of the ball and the atmosphere and the pitch, and size up his opponents and see if they can handle his change of direction and his speed across the ground. It was a good opening salvo. Andy, who shepherds the ball out for a corner.
Marcus and Katrumbas almost got in each other's way, and a nutmeg in
the last couple of contributions has been clearly given the Petrados assignment. If I can't catch him, I'll take him out.
There he is, Petratos, pick out the top corner. Probably says a lot about it.
And not only summing up his form, just indicative of where Newcastle are at in his opening 10 minutes. The dominant.
He turns and plays in Kane Shepherd. And Adratani stood today night against Wellington, and now he's caught short, caught offside.
From the Jets, sharp combination. Ronnie Vargas into some decent possession. This occasion releasing Kane Shepherd, who just looked to take a little bit too long to get to the ball. Lack of speed.
The win against Home United. Sit up, Gonçalves. Sofyan just dinks it up and over the top. It was Bogart who had the a real silver lining for Newcastle in a difficult season. Abdurrahman. Sofyan. Between the lines to Simon Juntak. And he dish up here. 2 assists last week in the win against Home United. Sit up Gonçalves and Šimić. Travelling continue. Home United and Persija last week. And now Šimić is flying. Just beyond his reach. It wasn't.
Obviously, and as a physical threat is Šimić, and he's just strolled through completely unchecked. And you would have to put that down to extreme good fortune for Newcastle that they're not trailing in this.
Kane Shepherd. Good spell now. Lestaluhu. Gonçalves. Sofyan. Curling it. Šimić. Almost in front of Nigel Bogart.
Defenders having to adjust quickly there off Georgievski. And Šimić was prowling the area. Bogart cool.
Juntak decided to take it short for Lestaluhu. He's so dangerous in those times. Lestaluhu. Simon Juntak. Hangs it up. Šimić almost deflected in for an own goal there. And now on the volley, Nasadic. Simon Juntak. Straight at Glenn Moss though in the end.
In and around the Newcastle penalty area. Acrobatic volley. Thankfully into his breadbasket, and then as Ronnie Vargas.
Very high here, top ball Stanley. He's going to win. Place it on the dime here. This one looks too close to the keeper. Asian Championships. Strong sides in there. Thailand are always improving, as we mentioned. Indonesia is the danger. Here's Gonçalves. Ugarkovic attempting to cut him off. He did so. Moss has got to go quick. Now Shepherd in between the lines to O'Donovan, who was just offside. Right. He doesn't look so sure.
Communication. Ben Shepherd and O'Donovan. And he has just strayed. It's a tight one. He had plenty of time to line that up Roy O'Donovan. Great chance.
Gee, that is very, very tight. Over game veteran Simon Yuntak from distance. Well, it was a near thing for Glenn Moss.
Well, way too much time. He's a dangerous player. We've seen enough in 25 minutes, the Newcastle players, to realise that Simon Yuntak needs to be closed down as best you can. And Glenn Moss.
In terms of social media following. Persija Jakarta. There's some fans at Newcastle Stadium tonight. To his opposite number, Ugarkovic. Petratos was hanging up there. Ramdani read it well.
We used to goalkeepers swallowing that up, and there's the last effort.
Feet saved. That strike from Shepherd as that ball overhit by Petratos.
Well, here's the call for handball. Get a great angle on that replay. And the foul on Simic.
Utomo's come out of the back line. It's opened up space, and Petratos' touch. Great opportunity for the home side that was. You can see Ryuji Utomo came right out of the back line.
Clearly onside. And just an awfully heavy touch. It's symptomatic of the half hour that Newcastle have put on so far.
Surely it's not going to happen again.
Well, beautiful through ball that from Petratos, and he must have got his approach, his footwork all mucked up, because you're expecting him to head that, but he's behind the play and he tries to chest it in.
About after it was initially saved.
It's
a profits for the Jets. Bent the ball wide to Petratos, shifting the ball this way and that. Danny was up to the task, and now Georgievski on the volley. Base here for Petratos. Threads it through. O'Donovan looks to be offside, and they mop up. Petratos. That's a great turn and swivel.
Back from an advantage. What is a referee seeing there?
Petratos tries his run. This ball in front of O'Donovan. As the overlapping run of Katrumbis.
League matches from the form generally this season.
Well, Simon Yuntak took on Topo Stanley, beat him, and now Bogart's clearance not too far. Glenn Moss was able to grab the ball after Tony Suchipto had a strike. Vargas looks up, feeds in O'Donovan. Adratani's come out. Terrific. Using his feet again. You see that strike.
Stanley.
Sofian curling it in, and Topo Stanley got his head to it. It was in 2010. This corner drilled in. This one he hits higher. Shimmick a bit of work to do. Sofian on the legs. Little swivel from Lestaluhu. And now curled in by Sofian. Well taken by Glenn Moss, who looks to release Dimi Peppered, who hooks Roy O'Donovan into the action now. There's Vargas in the middle. O'Donovan. Here is Ronnie Vargas. 2 goals in the Asian Champions League. Brings his first goal.
Well, this is beautiful from Dimi Petratos. It did take a while to secure the ball. It was bouncing around, but it's a great penetrating pass. That's superb, that from Shepherd. That is 100% awareness of what's around. O'Donovan responds in kind, and for the moment you thought, given everything that Newcastle so far, that Ronnie Vargas is going to lose his balance from 3 yards out and miss the chance, but not so. The Venezuelan scores, eases Newcastle's nerves, and tellingly makes a beeline to say thank you.
And Yuntak easily away from Shepherd, squares it across the face.
Lucky to...
So it's Sandy on the corner duties this time, giving Moss a little bit of work to do with into the path of Sandy. Ben Cantor. And Dimi Petratos has got plenty of real estate ahead of him. Here's Katrumbis. Back to Roy.
Again, it was a good through ball. Newcastle. But the cutback was for Ugarkovic. Not for the square ball across the edge of the 6-yard box.
Petratos, it was 8, fell for Katrumbis, attempted on the volley. There he is, Dimi, and again. Sofian breaking forward and curling it fires it in. Shifting the ball onto the right. He went perilously close to crossing the byline. Newcastle, tiptoe. Now taking them on is Gonçalves. Moss smartly down to his right. And the man born in Brazil, what a chance.
Well, he's got enough goals next to his name for Newcastle not to allow him.
This one hangs up, and it was the header from Simic. Simon Juntak in again. As it crossed the line, it has. And they've got the equaliser. And it is Ramdani, Lestaluhu